For countless ages, the Midgard Serpent, Jormungandr, had rested in the profound darkness of the ocean's abyss, his immense body, coiled tighter than the roots of Yggdrasil itself, encircled the entire world beneath the crushing pressure. He knew only the cold stone of the seabed, the flicker of strange deep-sea creatures, and the crushing weight of his own destiny, to lie dormant until the final battle. Loneliness was a constant companion. Deeper than the trenches he inhabited, he felt the vibrations of the world above, the storms and the songs, but they were muffled, distant echoes in his silent realm. His great eye, larger than a mountain lake, remained closed, holding within it dreams of sun-warmed rocks and open skies he would never see. One storm-tossed night, a humble fisherman named Elric battled the ferocious waves far from his coastal village. His small boat, the sea sparrow, was tossed like a leaf, driven off course by winds that shrieked like vengeful spirits. A monstrous wave, blacker than pitch, rose before him and crashed down with unimaginable force. Elric was flung into the churning chaos. His boat shattered into driftwood. He sank, swallowed by the icy, roaring dark, his lungs burning, his thoughts fading to the single, chilling certainty of the end. The surface light dwindled to a mere pinprick, then vanished entirely as the currents dragged him deeper than any human had ventured. His descent halted not on rock, but upon something vast, yielding, and impossibly warm. Disoriented, Elric pushed weakly against the surface. Beneath him it felt like polished stone, yet alive with a slow, rhythmic pulse that vibrated through his entire body. A faint, ethereal light began to bloom around him, emanating from the surface itself. A soft, jade luminescence that pushed back the crushing blackness. It revealed patterns, colossal, overlapping scales, each one larger than his entire house, shimmering with colors unseen in the world above. Panic warred with awe as the horrifying, magnificent truth dawned. He lay upon the uncoiled flank of the Midgard Serpent, the immense eye, glowing with its own internal jade light, slowly opened nearby. It wasn't the eye of a mindless beast, but ancient, intelligent, and filled with a profound, weary sadness that mirrored Elric's own terror. The serpent didn't move to crush him. Instead, a low, resonant thrum filled the water. Not a sound heard with ears, but felt deep within Elric's bones. It wasn't aggression, it was curiosity, loneliness. Elric, trembling, pressed his palm flat against the warm scale beneath him. I mean no harm, he thought desperately, unsure if communication was possible. A wave of calm washed over him, gentle as a summer tide. The great eye blinked slowly, the sadness softening. The thrum deepened, carrying an echo of understanding. Time lost meaning in the deep. The serpent, Jormungandr, held Elric within a protective cradle formed by his uncoiled loops, shielding him from the crushing depths and the cold. Through touch and those resonant vibrations, a fragile understanding blossomed. Elric sensed not a monster, but an ancient being burdened by isolation and a fate he didn't choose. He felt the serpent's longing for connection, his awareness of the world above as a beautiful, unreachable dream. Jormungandr, in turn, felt Elric's fear, his simple love for his village, the taste of salt air on his tongue, the warmth of a hearth fire, sensations utterly alien to the serpent's existence. Their shared loneliness became a silent bridge. Elric knew he couldn't stay. His air, miraculously sustained by the serpent's strange energy, wouldn't last forever. He also understood the terrible danger if the world above learned of the serpent's uncoiled state. The panic, the attempts to slay him, the potential triggering of Ragnarok itself. He conveyed this urgency through his touch, projecting images of fearful villagers and clashing swords. The great eye clouded with sorrow. A profound reluctance radiated from the immense creature. The warmth beneath Elric intensified. A final embrace then, with infinite gentleness, the currents shifted. The protective loops moved, creating a pathway upwards. The serpent nudged Elric softly towards the distant, hopeful glimmer of the surface world. Far above, Elric rose, carried by a current. Jormungandr guided, past forests of coral and mountains of rock, bathed in the fading jade light emanating from the colossal form below. He broke the surface, gasping, under a sky now clear, And Starlit, a friendly trading ship, spotted him and hauled him aboard to their questions. He told a simple tale of clinging to wreckage after the storm. He never spoke of the impossible warmth in the abyss, the sentient eye, the gentle giant who saved him. He returned to his village, a quiet man who would often sit on the shore at dusk, gazing at the horizon where the sea met the sky. He would place his hand on the sand, feeling the deep, slow pulse of the earth and sea, a silent echo of the immense, lonely heart still coiled beneath the waves. Dreaming of a fisherman's fleeting touch, the Midgard Serpent settled back onto the cold abyssal plain. His body slowly, reluctantly, began to coil once more, the immense rings overlapping, encircling the world. The jade light dimmed, returning his realm to profound darkness. But within that vast, ancient heart, a new ember glowed, the memory of a tiny, fragile creature who hadn't seen a monster, but a companion in solitude. He held the echo of Elric's warmth, the image of a starlit sky seen through human eyes, a precious secret tucked away deep within his being, a small, enduring light against the crushing dark and the weight of destiny. The ocean floor returned to stillness, holding its colossal, dreaming secret.